Welcome to the real world, Neo. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Interview with the Man, episode 105. Unbelievable. How's everybody doing? I am doing well. You guys know why. The guys in the Body Language Mastery Mastermind. You guys know exactly why I'm doing so well. Boy, oh boy, are these webinars really evolving into something. Daniel, I got your request for a consultation. I got your payment. Mohammed, good consultation today. My friend, good job. It was really wonderful. And, yeah, Daniel, I'll have to get to you. I mean, you booked it already, so I'll handle you. But, for the rest of you guys, I'm not doing consultations until August. If you already paid for your consultation, that's fine. But in regards to taking on new consultation clients, as of right now, I am so freaking busy. Good Lord in heaven above. I pray that you may please grant me another 2 hours per day. Please, 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 and thank you. Good Lord, I'm so busy. But I tell you what, man. I honestly, guys, to be honest with you, I'm really already like a little disappointed thinking that down the road that like these webinars are gonna end. Like I truly grow attached to you guys in the webinars. I really do. I mean, I don't know if I'm not supposed to say that as like a leader. I'm supposed to like give off some facade like, oh, I'm fucking so holy and whatever. But man, you know, I miss some of you guys from the first quarter. But, you know, it is what it is, man. My goal is to fix you and then let you go off into the real world. Like, you know, Molotov Cocktail, he doesn't show up. He got 3 plates. He doesn't show up around anymore. Michael Zarate, he got himself some girls. He don't show up anymore. And I got all, you know, I really started to like these dudes. But it's okay. You know, that's life. They come and they go. But I'm really so happy to have these group of dudes around in the webinar. You know, the Body Language Mastery webinars, there's so much more than just body language. Like, these things go super deep. Our man Brandon out there, I'm not going to say your last name, but Brandon, you know who you are out there in Oklahoma. This man is a fucking fitness genius. This guy is like, just so fucking smart with fitness. It's like this kid is. It's just the potential that is in this man, and he's already taking action and making some big moves. But just, you know, all of you guys, Christian Soto, my man. I actually talked to our boy Christian Martin, who was dealing with probably the craziest bitch I've ever heard of in my entire life, and we finally sorted him out. Had a consultation today with Muhammad. Muhammad is having the hot dude, what I like to call the hot dude crisis. Maybe, you know, I'll do an episode on the hot dude crisis later. Actually, you know, I think I'm gonna make a note right now. Thursday, I'm gonna do an episode on what I call the hot dude crisis. That is a fucking genius idea. So tune in Thursday. This is a high level player show. I'm actually just hit me right now. But Muhammad is dealing with something I call hot dude crisis. It's a good problem. It is a problem that I have gone through recently. It is a very good problem, but it's a high level problem. But it'll be a level of stuff for the high level players. Let me fire up the phone lines real quick because we had such a good show yesterday, man. All of you guys who called in, awesome, guys.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please enter your host PIN. When finished, press the pound key.
To start your show now, press 1. To hear important...
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Boom shakalaka.
Blog Talk Radio.
We're ready to roll, baby. Phone number is on the line right there. 657-383-1318. Muhammad, baby, I see you. Muhammad, you're the man, bro. You are the fucking man. Just You are fucking. I seriously, you are my dude, bro. The speed that you take action and the speed that you knock this shit out, you are fucking pimp, bro. You are super super pimp. Um. Oh, Googs, what's up? Googs is in the house. Fucking hey, Googs. Oh, you should have. Wait, Christian was one of our. I already said his name. Well, anyway, I won't say which one. One of the dudes was having a problem with the girl, and she was running off, fucking some military dude, and I was like, "Are you sure it's not Googs?" And everybody seemed to get a laugh about that in the last webinar. Hope to see you around when he can get in. Let's say what's up to the chat real quick. Eric, what's up? Dread Pirate Robert, what up? G Vandy, what's up? He says, "Good Lord, MIA for a week and your hair falls out." I know, man. Getting old sucks. No, I'm too busy for hair, so I just decided to chop it all off. This week I'm gonna start back in the Muay Thai gym, so I just don't have time to look pretty right now. I really got to shred this fat off and get in good fight shape. I'll be in the jiu-jitsu gym. I'll be doing kickboxing 3 times a week and then jiu-jitsu once a week because I really just want to shred the fat, and kickboxing is just so good for shredding fat. And on the weekends I may or may not do a little bit of rolling. Got to figure out these webinars. Maybe I have to shift some times a little bit, but just getting too busy for the hair at the moment. But things are going awesome right now. Christopher Wilson, what's up? Mr. Jackson, what's up? Christian Soto, my man, what up? Christian Patrick Knotts, what's up? Muhammad, my brother, what up? Ivor, what's up? Greg B, bro, where you at, man? Why aren't you not joining these webinars? These fuckers need to see you and that charisma man energy you got, bro. I don't know if you're getting these emails or if you're too busy, but I know you're out there banging all these broads, the Colombians and all that. That's the thing. My business model is so effective that there's no customer retention. I fix these guys and they just run out into the world and fuck everything that moves, and then they're completely happy. But yeah, if you get a chance, pop on in, Greg. You're a fucking G. Tony, what's up? Ben Moose, what's up? Tommy B. Shelby, what up? CJ, what up, brother? You're still a pretty man, no doubt. Hair or not. Thank you very much for your kindness. You are a kind person. Yeah, man, these consultations are just amazing. You know, they're just fucking amazing. I'm just loving what's going on. It's just so fucking amazing, dude. I'm blown away of what we can do together. You know, it's just like it's just truly I'm just so blown away. Like guys stop the sessions and they say, like, you know, Jonathan, you know, this is the best $400 I've ever spent, and like, thank you so much. This course is so much more value. A lot of you guys are saying, like, you know, this course, I had my doubts when I first signed up, but then I decided to take the risk and I bought it, and I can't believe how much I've learned. And so, you know, I'm just glad to be helping all you guys out. I know I'm kind of like just ranting on right now, but I just want to seriously stress to the guys that I am helping, like, thank you so much. Seriously, thank you for having faith in me, and thank you for listening, and thank you for taking action, and, you know, just thank you for living an awesome life, you know, based upon like me helping you out, just, you know, pushing you in the right direction. Really, truly appreciate that. Every single one of you guys. It really makes my life that much more fulfilling. That being said, let's just do the little run-of-the-mill stuff here real quick. If you want to follow me on Twitter, where I make fun of George Bruno every day, follow me right there, at Modern Life John. I don't know. I've got a lot of notifications, but I don't know if I want to see the poll here. Let's see what the poll says. Should I block Carolina herpes? Final results at 56%. You guys say no, and 44% has voted yes. Therefore, let's put out the tweet now. The people have spoken. I have to keep my herpes. Love you, babe. At Carol. You guys are making me do this. I got to keep my herpes. But follow me at Modern Life John, Jon. Come see me. I put out exclusive data over there. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're just going to talk a little bit today. We're going to talk a little science today, boys. All right? How to change bad behaviors. Scientific proof, okay? Today's going to be a little bit of a deeper episode. We're going to go into the whole breakdown of the human brain and the neurology of the human brain and how this all works. I'm going to see. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. And we're going to talk about it right now. Okay. So the backbone of today's discussion is going to be all about these things called neurons, okay? Neurons are the connective structures in your brain, okay? And these things are this is how information is traveled. This is how information travels throughout your brain, right? So electrical impulses fire along these things, and these are neurons, right? And this is how information is created and how it travels throughout your brain, right? The whole brain is just basically a network of neurons, right? There are certain other areas of the brain, but we're going to talk about neurons, okay? Neurons are basically brain cells, okay? So here, let me see. Can I open this in a bigger one? Can I make this bigger? Nope. Let me see what I got here. So basically, there's a reason why I'm always telling you guys to take action, right? When I'm always saying take action, take action, take action, okay? And this is why there is a lot of you guys just have trouble telling me, like, approaching girls, right? Like, approaching girls is so hard. I just don't know what to do. It just seems so difficult. I don't know how to do it. And there is a science behind that, okay? So the more you do an activity, I'm trying to find a nice little map. Okay, let me just use these, okay? So, oh, this is perfect, okay? So you see these electrical signals firing through here, okay? When you complete an action, no matter what it is, if it's scratching your head or playing the guitar, okay, or, you know, in my situation, talking to girls, asking for sex in the first date, right? The more you do something, the more carved out this neural pathway becomes, and the more efficient and effortless you can do these things. Like for you guys, some of you guys are so good at something that you just do it unconsciously, right? There are 4 levels of competence, and I'll show you what this is exactly. 4 levels of competence. Okay. So it works like this. That's a little too difficult. Okay. All right. This is a great one. Okay, here we go. So we're talking about here. These are the 4 levels of competence, right? And this is tied into how these neurons in your brain work, okay? So the first level is unconscious incompetence, right? You are unaware of how bad you are at something, right? This is most of you guys in your blue pill days, okay? You didn't realize how bad you were with women. You thought, if I just be the bigger man, if I just bring her a bouquet of flowers, if I'm a gentleman, then women will come to me and they will be in my life, and they will love me for who I am. All I need to do is be myself, yada, 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 right? At some point along this line, if you're lucky, you get a heartbreak or you get completely burned by a divorce or something, and something snaps. And then you realize, holy shit, something is fucking wrong. Something is not right. And that's when you realize you get to the next level, which is conscious incompetence, right? And this is when you start to realize, okay, I used to be blue pill. I took the red pill. I escaped from the matrix of false dating systems. And now I see the truth. And this is like, when Neo comes out of the matrix and he's got a bald head like me, and he all his muscles are atrophied and his eyes hurt, and he's all sorts of fucked up, but now he sees the truth, but he's still like a weakling. They have to nurture him back to health. They have to nurture his brain. They have to restructure everything about him to help him become able to function in the new world. So most of you guys are right here. Conscious incompetence, right? You know that you can be better with women, but you don't know how to do it. You kind of know how to do it, right? And that is like when you are just starting out here, you're at this level here. You see how this kind of slow. This is the data going slow. This is you. Some of you guys are afraid to ask a girl on a date, so you have never asked a girl on a date. So this connection is very, very rocky, very, very hard for you to get through, and it's very, very difficult for you to do this because it's something you've never done before. It's like riding a bike as well. When you ride a bike, those first couple of pedals are the most difficult ones you'll have to do for the duration of the bike ride if you're riding on a flat plane, right? So when you are unconsciously incompetent, or when you're consciously incompetent in trying new things, this is where it's difficult. You're literally rewiring your brain. For all you guys who are trying to learn this dating science and get this part of your life figured out, you are literally rewriting your brain. You are rewriting the code in your brain. This is not a joke. This is actual science, okay? So by creating these new actions and new behaviors and repetition, these connections right here eventually get to this one. You see how this one travels far more faster, okay, and far more efficiently? Because this connection is far more developed, and you already have the ability to do something. In this situation, we're talking about girls. You know how to pick up girls. You know how to talk to girls. It's very easy. Like, this is how my connection is. I look at a girl. I could wake up from a drunken stupor and hit on a girl and be like, and probably get her to sleep with me, right? But for a lot of you guys, you could dress up. You could be dressed to the nines and look good, but you have a lot of anxiety, and you try to make this happen, and it's just very difficult. And it takes time to rewire the brain. It takes a lot of time to rewire the brain. Okay, ideally, you want to get up to here, which is unconscious competence, right? The next level is conscious competence. It's like, okay, you know how to get on a date and make it happen. And this is where a few of you guys are. Some of you guys who are like, I would say guys who are around 20 girls or more, you're around here. You're around conscious competence, right? If you're around 8 to 10 girls, you're probably right here. But anywhere between 20 to 25 girls, you're proficient, okay? You're proficient. And then conscious competence. Like, okay, I'll style my hair. I'll do my push-ups. I'll have my room clean. I'll look good. I'll shave up my facial hair. I'll make sure I look good. I'll smell good. I have my good, clean clothes on. I got my fucking cologne on. I'm going to take her at a place. This is people like Nick over in Seattle. John Simon is around this area. Who else? Zach Frostick, he's around here as well. And who else? Let me think. Randy is right around here, right? So this is conscious competence, right? You know, if you do X, Y, Z, you're gonna get the result, okay? And you know how to execute X, Y, Z. You know how to do that, right? And then you get to the expert level, okay? And this, when you're at the expert level of unconscious competence, that's when this neural connection is like, it's just automatic. Like some of you guys are so good at doing stuff. Like for me, I'm really good at first-person shooters, right? First-person shooters and fighting games. I can play Soul Calibur 6, a fighting game, right? I can play a fighting game with my brain like halfway checked out, and I'll still do really good at playing the game because I'm unconsciously just knowing what I need to do to win. It's a pretty tricky thing. Like for you guys that are gamers, you just know how to do it. For you guys that play sports, like sometimes if you play baseball or any sport that you need to catch the ball, sometimes you won't even be paying attention. You'll just catch the ball, right? Because you've been doing it for so long. And for you guys, you want to, if you, when throwing a spiral in football, right? When you first try to throw a perfect spiral, it's kind of fumbly or whatever. When you get to the point that you're fucking, Googs, 100 White Claws deep at the beach, you can still throw a fucking perfect spiral because, that you just have this skill set down and you can just perform it on an unconscious level. This is what we talk about right here. This level is talking about internalizing the red pill. That's what this is. This is it is in your blood. It is in your bones. For me, talking to women and just all this stuff is just, for me, I am unconsciously competent. I'm actually up here at mastery level. But expert level, guys who are unconsciously competent, obviously James Miller, the Texas Chad, he's here. Googs is definitely here. I am here. Casey is also here. Casey from fucking California. He's here as well. He has seduction down to a fucking science. And all these people I'm talking about are in body language mastery in the webinar, so you guys know who you are. Feel free to identify yourself in the chat if you feel like it. But this is ideally where you want to go, right? Now, how you get to these high level, okay, is you have to continuously repeat the behavior. Okay, but the most important thing that I always say, and like I said, there's a science behind it, it is take action. Guys, you have to take action. You have to take action, okay? If you do not take action, you do not fire the new neurons, okay? If you don't fire the new neurons, nothing happens, okay? Nothing happens. Guys, keep in mind, if you have anything you want to ask about this question, I know I'm going kind of heavy into the science, but this is literal actual science that works, that most people want to hear, oh, if you just say these 5 words, she's gonna magically fall in love. Just give me $89.99 and I'll fucking rip your dumb ass off. No, I'm literally giving you the rock hard science here. If you don't believe me, go out in the real world, do your own research, read all the psychology books, read all the neurology books, read all the physiological psychology books. What I'm spitting here is absolute fucking truth. Okay? And that's why I also say you have to do the work. There is no shortcut. You have to literally rewire your brain. You must do it. There are no ands, ifs, or buts about it. The only reason you suck at something is because 2 reasons. You haven't done it well enough, and you haven't had somebody teach you how to do it well, because you can create these neural pathways that cause you to do poor behaviors as well. Like if you are addicted to, let's say, for me, one of my things is just, it sucks, but I love having sweets after I eat something, either it's a Snickers bar or whatever, and it's because I have created the neural pathways in my brain that literally say, okay, after I eat a meal, I want something sweet. I literally start to crave it, right? And this is a bad behavior. Same thing with guys who are smoking cigarettes, people who are addicted to drugs, addicted to gambling. These things are all in the human brain, okay? Go for the clothes, Charles. Charles says, I'm on a date and she just did the straw thing. Go for the clothes, pimpin'. If you don't take action, you're going to be stuck in the same spot, That's why, we're talking with Vincent Vale about his whole employment situation, and he's just not taking action because he's so used to his comfort. That's why we want to talk to you guys about being in the comfort zone, right? When you're in when you're in the fucking comfort zone, what it is you're used to allowing your neurons fire in a certain path, right? It's very easy, okay? It's very easy to consistently stay doing the same thing, okay? And I want to talk about this scientific study they did. Now this study is a little cruel. Hold on, let me find it. I believe it was done by the French. One second. Sorry, guys, I didn't prepare this episode as well as I should have due to hot dude problems. Psychologist. Cat eye. I think this is it. Oh, shit. Okay, I think this is it. Let's see. Okay. Well, I can't find the study right now, but the study was done by this. I believe it was a bunch of French guys, and they had this kitten, right? And this study is very cruel, but it is what it is. Okay. Cody Mouse, I got you. Go ahead. So, all right. So there's a study. Okay, I can't find the study, but they had this kitten, right? They had two kittens, and what they did was they raised the kitten. Okay, they raised the kitten up to a certain age. And then what they did was this is terrible, but they cut one of the kitten's eyeballs out, okay? They cut one of the kitten's eyeballs out because they had a theory that the brain would rewire itself after losing an eye in order to compensate for the eye loss, right? So they had two groups of kittens, and they had kittens that they had two eyes, and then they had these kittens that they had surgically removed one of the eyes, okay? And they had the kittens live a certain amount of times, and then they killed all the kittens. And then they cut their heads open and took out their kitten brains, right? And they analyzed the structure that was inside of these kittens' brains, and they had noticed that the kittens with the eye taken out, the neurons had all rewired the data to compensate and put all of the information coming in from one eye, compared to the kittens that had both eyes. These kittens, they were not. Their brains were structured in a completely different way, where the neurons were kind of uniformly distributed between the two eyes. So that's exactly proof right there of like what I'm talking about. Like, when I'm talking about getting your dating life sorted out, that's why I'm always saying take action, because you want to get to this top neuron. You want to get to this top neuron here, right? You want to get to the point where you can just effortlessly do this stuff. That's why, these guys who are very good at getting women, once you learn how to get women, you realize a path, you realize a pattern, and you realize that getting women is pretty much the same all over the world, as long as you're dealing with a mentally stable woman, not like a crazy BPD or like a super crazy feminist chick. Most chicks, if you do the same behaviors, they're always the same. They're all the same. So I have the very high level of unconscious competence here. But most of you guys, you don't even fire off the signal. What you do, this signal right here for you guys is the whip out my dick and jerk off the porn. That's what you have going on up here. That's the one you have. Or the retreat into the corner of a nightclub and don't do anything. That's why people are always saying, get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. Because your brain is not wired for hardship. Your brain is wired for comfort and protecting yourself from danger. Your brain doesn't want you to do anything hard. Your brain wants you to store as many calories as possible, fuck as many girls as possible, and avoid trouble at all times. That's what your brain really wants to do. It's very survivalist. So, most of you guys don't even fire off this electrical impulse to try to create these new pathways. And it takes time to rewire your brain. That's why I always say take action, because if you don't take action, you're never going to do this. And another thing is repetition. The more you produce this action, the more you go and talk to girls, the more you go out and make things happen. Right? You try going to the gym, you try going to stand-up comedy, or try going to networking events, you try going to speed dating, whatever. That's why the scientists say if you do anything for 21 days, it becomes you can become a habit, right? That's because you're literally creating neural pathways that are transferring data at an efficient rate compared to, you got guys who are yo-yo dieters, like they go hard and then they get here, they just kind of fade off, right? You have to be consistent in your repetition of these behaviors. If you're not consistent in doing those things, it's not going to work. And the more you do it, the more proficient you be at it. That's why I always tell you guys, take action. Fire off that initial electrical impulse and repetition. Why? Because you need to fire as many as possible to make these proper connections. Get a mentor. Why? So you want to make sure that you're making the right connections as well. You want to make sure you're performing and learning in the right way, because you could learn in a bad way as well. You can create neural pathways to bad behaviors. Like I said, masturbating, constantly masturbating to porn, not approaching women. There is an actual concrete and hardcore science behind this. And it's not easy. It is not easy to rewire your brain, but it is very, very rewarding. This is why some people, they'll get, they'll get all the success in the world. Like some people, they get all their money in the world, but let's say this is why a lot of people lose money in the lottery, right? You give this person a big outside source of income, but they still are thinking and they have all their neurons firing like a poor person. And most people who end up winning the lottery end up losing all the money. I think it's like in 5 years or less. Okay? That's why I tell you guys, a lot of you guys are saying like, what if I get tactical soap, and what if I buy this course, and like what if I buy this PDF, and what if I go to this boot camp and stuff. It doesn't, like, outside influences are not going to change the internal you, and the internal you are the wirings in your brain. You need to do the hard work in order to rewire yourself. Okay, this is like the analogy I like to use. The fat guy who has the Bowflex. He has all the protein supplements. He has all the gym memberships, but he's still a fat guy. Why? Because he is still thinking and operating like a fat guy. He hasn't made the changes. His neural connectivities here that are very fast are that make him a fat guy. Those are the ones that make him bad eating habits, being lazy, not moving, not going to the gym, these kind of things, so no matter how many outside things you buy, like, so many people think, oh, if I just buy this, or if I just do this course, or if I just buy this Rolex, or buy this necklace, or get this car, then girls will come to me. No, you have to do the hard work. You have to do the hard work, which is learning how to get game. That's the big thing right there. Let me go back to the chat here. Let me see if have I lost you guys? Is this too crazy? What are you guys thinking? Am I do I sound like a madman? Because I know I'm right. I just want to make sure I'm keeping you guys with me. Big Goog says my leadership courses says leaders should be vulnerable sometimes. I think it's a crock of shit. Yep. Brandon and I had some Googs. Let me just fucking do this. Go ahead, Googs. Congratulations, Googs. You just got promoted to mod. Delete any shit that you don't like. Let's see. Eric Von Whittle says the 007 thing depressed me after thinking about it. Don't worry about it. Ivor, what's up, baby? Let's see. Hit the like button. Yeah, guys, hit the like. 55 people watching, 26 likes. And you notice how, like, I titled this one and I knew the viewership would be low, right? How to change bad behavior, scientific proof. Literally, I'm telling you guys how to change your lives, how to make it happen. And, like, we don't have, like, 70 and 80 viewers in here. But if it's like, hey, how to be an alpha male and fuck sluts, like, everybody comes through here. So, but it's all good. I'll change those who, I'll change the lives of those that need it and that make it happen. Rob Cruz, Moneybags, what up, baby? Welcome to the chat. Speaking of Moneybags, if you guys find this message of value and you'd like to send a donation, by all means, right there. Click that link in the chat, streamlabs.com/Modern Life Dating Channel. No donation is too small. All of these go towards keeping me alive. They fund my life. As I try to get back, as I will get back into Super Chad shape. I'm in the process of filming the new free course that I'm going to be making, because a lot of guys have been telling me, like, hey, I just don't know how to work out. I need help working out. So I really think that this is going to be an excellent opportunity. And I'm in the process of locking down a model. But right now, I think I have an idea. I might actually use somebody from the community, because Mr. Australian bodybuilder guy is giving me trouble. I mean, he's just said he injured himself, and not trouble. He's not giving me trouble. He injured himself, and he's worried that he can't do the exercises properly. So I have an idea, though. But I'm creating a course, a weight loss course for everybody. It's going to include exercise, fasting, meal timing, how to cook meals, examples of how to weigh your food and everything. It's going to be completely for free. All you have to do is give me an email address so you can have a login and everything. So you could be just set up and good to go. Let me continue here. Irish Bateman says, what up, MLD? I'd like to get in on the action, but busy as fuck at the moment. We'll look into a consultation for the Craic at some stage. Okay. Whatever the Craic is. If you're red pilled, hit that like button. Yeah, please press like. Archibald, what's up? ADJ still spurging out on IG calling Rolo name while Rolo calmly ignores him. Oh, yeah, he's our little special. He's our special needs child. Let's see what he's doing. All crazy red pill Judas. Here we go. Let's see. The Manosphere, Fraud Father, Rolo Tomasi owes every single one of these 200 plus men a personal apology. He remains silent. Fucking coward. This is an old picture because nobody's at 21 convention for fucking at Poland. Nobody's at Poland. Only him and Big Titties over here. Big Titty, Big Belly. He's the only one that's at and him and George Bruno. It's basically Anthony on stage talking to Socrates, Socrates, a.k.a. Diabetes Jesus, and fucking George Bruno. But yeah, he's just crazy. He's really losing his life. What is this? The six ku no what? Running females? That kuno. Ah, he's using Japanese wrong. Oh well. Come on, Ivan. What's going on with you? Yeah, he's just spurging out. Him and we're gonna deem Socrates diabetes Jesus. Oh well, let him spurg out. We're over here changing lives. He's a complete psychopath. He's not an alpha chad like us. Let me keep on going here to the chat. I'm glad I spent the money. I should have done it first quarter, says Christian Soto. Thank you very much, Christian. Tommy Bahama says, you're the man, John. Seriously, you're good at what you do. These other dudes are awesome, too. Mohammed, thank you for the advice this morning. Tommy, you're the man, too, bro. You always show up every morning, even though you're working. I love it. Tony says, I'm listening intently. Beautiful. Peter, what up, baby? Eric, I need to quit smoking. It's terrible. Tommy, we got you on that. 50 seats are cheap. Oh, what's up, Mr. Superman Rocks? Haven't seen you in a while. Nils, what's up, bro? Is that the Mylian sheath you're showing? I think so. I was just showing you Neuron. I just want to talk about neurons in general. Bring back dodgeball, says Prussia Kid. A lot of kids a lot of guys self-disqualify before they start. Yeah, that's another thing too. The reason I did this episode is I want to talk about this too. This book is really good. This book is called, I'm listening to it right now because one of my mentors recommended it. What's up, baby? My mentors recommended it, and I want to show you here. I'm listening to it right now, and it's really all stuff that I kind of know, but it's always good to keep fresh positive data in your brain. The book is here. It's called The Magic of Thinking Big. Acquire the secrets of success. Achieve everything you always wanted. Personal property, financial security, power and influence, the ideal job, satisfying relationships, a rewarding and enjoyable life by David J. Schwartz. I'm only like 1 or 2 chapters in, but it's a great refresher for me because this is all stuff that I knew. But, honestly, when you get into if you don't practice things, you could slip into negative behaviors because our life and our world is like default. By default, it's negative. The news is negative, media is negative, everything is negative. And it is good for you to have a positive mindset. And this whole book talks about the power of belief and the power of having a positive mindset and believing that you can do stuff. He talks about like a person with an IQ of 100 and who has positive self-belief can outperform somebody who has 140 IQ but negative belief system. So this book right here is the magic of thinking big. Really good stuff, and it really ties into, like I said, these neurological connections here. Very, very good book. I'm listening to it right now. If you want to join me and listen to it as well, it is something I truly, truly, and highly recommend because what Prussia Kid said is true. A lot of guys self-disqualify before they start. They say, I'm not smart enough. I'm too old. I'm too fat. I'm too this. I'm too that. You have to have the audacity to believe in yourself versus not believing in yourself. Like you're better off having like irrational crazy confidence than having irrational crazy disbelief in yourself. It's just not a good thing. Let's see. Let me go back to the chat here. Charles is having fun on a date and he's popping in the show. What's up? Tony says, so we have to do the reps. How important is the quality of the rep in the beginning? It is absolutely imperative that you, get started. I mean, the quality is important, but, as long as you're taking, like if you're going from not approaching girls to just approaching girls, that's really good, right? Because at least you're making a gigantic polar shift in regards to going from taking no action and being stable and like a pond of water. You're just like collecting scum and not making any changes. Going from being stagnant, that's what I was looking for, stagnant to moving in the other direction. That is a big gap and a big difference that you want to be focusing on. Okay. So in the beginning, it's more important about getting the actions done, and then as you create these neural pathways, and you're a smart guy too, Tony. You're an engineer, so you will naturally learn how to optimize. Okay. Roberto Flores says, "Put in the works, hands-on experience." Absolutely, my bro. Absolutely. I hope your interview is going well, man. I remember we talked about that. I hope you. I don't know if it was today, but I hope you, or yesterday, but I hope you did good. Let's see. Let's go back to the Chazat. Neil's good stuff talking about phantom limb pain. Peter S. is great. I was depressed since getting out of the bed. Now I'm suicidal. Why? No, don't say that, Peter. Don't say that. He's mad about Carolina herpes. Got to figure that pussy out. Scientific method, says CJ Mutter. Absolutely. This topic is awesome. Thank you. Yeah, this topic is more for the intelligent folks. But if it is the truth, man. This is how I rewired myself. Okay. Makes sense. Excuse me. Tommy B. Shelby says, "This is amazing." Christian Soda says, "I love when you talk science to us, Daddy." Khalil G says, "You're right, MLD. A lot of Japanese martial arts, especially Kendo, make you practice tons of drills, repetition." Absolutely. I forget who it was. One of the guys who won the Abu Dhabi championship for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I forget who it was. But what he did was he made his wife get on her hands and knees in his bed, and he put her in the full guard, and he practiced it. He practiced triangling her head, like the triangle choke. Okay, so let me just show you, guys. The triangle choke is a choke you use with your legs, and you trap the person's head and arm, and then you strangle them. And you can also put their you can also put them in an arm bar at the same time. But the triangle choke is, let me find a good picture. So in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, like the triangle choke is like, it's like this. So you make your legs make a triangle, and you trap the perpetrator here, and then you pull down on their head and choke them. The man who trolls the world, who is a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, says, "The triangle was my specialty." Yeah, you have that long, lanky body. I hope you're feeling better, man. I really hope your health is getting better, dude. Really, truly help you. I really, truly hope so. So then, yeah, you can see. So this is what the triangle choke is. And one of the guys who won the national championship, or this is like a global championship. He says purple belt. My bad, purple belt. And thanks, man. Purple belt's still gangster as fuck, bro. Purple belt males, I get a little afraid when I have to grapple a purple belt. Not gonna lie, I'm not trying to act like a badass. So this is a triangle choke, and the guy who won the Abu Dhabi championship, and the Abu Dhabi championship is like the best Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu championship in the world. He won because he had his wife get on her hands and knees, and he practiced triangling her head with his left legs, like his left leg hooking and then his right leg hooking. Left leg hooking, right leg hooking. And he drilled that every day. And he ended up winning by triangle choke. So, that is a huge thing when it talks about repetition. That's why I did the same thing. And all this new age education, like let the children choose what they want to learn and all that stuff. No. Old school, repetition. Why do you think the military trains you in I believe it's 8 weeks of boot camp for everything but the Marine Corps, right? They wake you up at the same time. You eat at the same time. They all pretty much cut your hair at the same time. Everybody's dressed the same way because they're rewiring your brain. They're taking old fucking loser you who was just fucking smoking weed, playing video games. Not all people who join the military like that. Some guys prep very hard, and but they have to drill and break this bad behavior out of your system, and that's what repetition is. That's why they have that saying. What's his face? Corey Wayne likes to say it all the time, but repetition is the mother of all skill. So when you constantly have repetition here, repetition, these neural pathways become far more defined. They fire far more efficiently, and it gets to the point where you're just like, so, like, dude, for me, seriously, This is why I talk about guys who get really good at game. You can kind of allow yourself to get like a little fat and whatnot, because as long as you have the game, you have the skill set, and you have the mouthpiece, you could talk your way into it. Ultimately, I do not recommend getting fat because it'll kill you. You'll end up looking like diabetes Jesus over there. But yeah, definitely you'll get up to a level of unconscious competence where you're just so good at it, it is not even it's not even a challenge. So that being, let me go back to the chat real quick, see what's going on. Do you save 10 Japanese people like I paid you to? I'm working on it. I'm telling them to drink from the cup of the Lord. But if you can help me, if you want to send another donation, Tom, I could use another $100 donation to help me finance my reaching out to the Japanese people and spreading the love of Christ. Click on that link right there, and we will join in forces here to make it happen. If you find this message of value as well, please be sure to click on that link. Send a donation. Helps me keeps the lights on, helps me stay alive, and helps me keep the content coming. I'm trying to make this body language. I'm trying to make this weight loss course, and I really think that it's going to be a great thing. Unplugged Fitness, I see you watching, Myron. Actually, I'm going to talk to you when you get it after this. Shoot me a DM. I want to talk business with you. I have an opportunity. Let's go back to the chat. Electrozan says, this episode is so good. Thank you, Electrozan. Adam Simmons says, keep calories down to 1,200 a day. That's case by case. 1,200 will fuck some people up, depending on what they're doing. You got to be careful with that. Christian Veno says, I have been going on long runs for the last month and have experienced exactly what you're talking about. It is absolutely true. Beautiful. Anthony just can't get over it, can he? No, he's in denial. What up, Chimmy? Seth Gibson, you're new. What's up, dude? He says, everyone's jumping ship to Rule Zero Con. That's right. JW Hames, I think you're new here. He says, one of my favorite shows you've ever done. Sold me on the next body language course with the Neuron Talk. Been stuck at 15 chicks forever because I'm blocking the signal. There you go, brother. There you go. Project Kid says, why don't you be Bond? I would love to, but I feel like every Hollywood superstar has to, do some shady stuff. We made a verbal business agreement. I paid you $100. You lead 10 Japanese to Jesus Christ. Okay, you got it, man. I am going to work on it, Tom. I'm going to go out and try to convert them. Adam Simmons says, when you fall out with someone, say your piece and nothing more. The silence is deafening. Exactly. Rolo could bury him if he wants to, but Rolo's taking the high road. Rolo can literally say one thing that I know that Anthony did, and Anthony would be game over. Everything would be game over. But Rolo was too much of a nice man. I would have fucking done it. I would put Anthony on blast. I would send that motherfucker straight to the poorhouse. Definitely going to check out that book. Yes, Magic of Thinking It is a great entry point to positive mental attitude writings. Absolutely, Adam. Absolutely. First one I went through and it opened my eyes. Yes, it's such a good book. I'm in it right now. I'm so happy. Oh, boom. Christopher Wilson. Exactly. Quoting Bruce Lee. He says, fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks. Fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Exactly. Exactly. Okay? That right there is 100% the reason why I talked about these neurons. Because I'm telling you, it gets to the point. Like for me, okay, I grew up doing wrestling, right? Wrestling, American wrestling, non-Greco, but freestyle wrestling is my base, right? That's my base martial art. And anytime I get hit in the face in a fight, or I get a little rocked, or I get rocked in the gym or whatever, I always go to my go-to, which is built into my brain, is the double leg takedown. I just instinctively shoot at it. At 33, I still have an awesome double leg takedown. It's deep. I pick those motherfuckers up high. I dump them off hardcore, and it is just in me because I've been doing it since I was 15. Let me see. I'm gonna try to get a gif of this. I'm gonna find a good one. Yeah, let me see if I can find this. That's a good one. Hold on, let me see if I can find a good one. These GIFs are so small. Yeah, so double leg takedown is something like this. 1 second, guys. I'm trying to find a good one. That was a failed double leg takedown. Why is that even on here? All right, I'll just show this one. All right. Yeah, George St. Pierre had a pretty good double leg takedown. So this is like something that is just in me, like no problem. Like I know how to do it. Oh, that's kind of small. But you dive in, you put both hands over the back of the calves, and you dump them off. Let me see if this is a good one. This is a good one too. This is Demetrius Johnson versus what's that guy's name? Joseph Benavides. That's a double leg takedown. So like that, I've been doing this since I'm 15. So even in my jiu-jitsu gym now, when I do this double leg takedown, it's like bread and butter. I just do it instinctively. It comes to me. When I've been in a bar fight, I get hit in the face. I like instinctively go for it. And you'll see these guys who will have a wrestling background as well. They also, like when they get in trouble, like they get rocked in the fight, they instinctively go for the double leg takedown. So it's very, very telling why Bruce Lee said what he said was, fear not the man who practiced 10,000 kicks. Fear the man who practiced one kick 10,000 times. Christopher Wilson, you are the fucking man. Thank you so much. Bruce's philosophy was next level. Yes, it was. Barker, man, what's up? Vandy says, I need to find the time to approach. No, you don't need to find the time. You see that right there when you say, I need to find the time. Okay, I need to find the time. You're used to making excuses. You just need to push through and fucking do it. You just need to do it. The only reason is because you're so set in your ways. You're not firing the neurons the way you need to. That's the thing there, okay? So you just need to do it. He says, a workaholic sleeps 4 hours a day. Yikes, dude. You need to stop sleeping 4 hours a day, brother. You definitely need to be getting more sleep as well. You need to do it. Vandy, are you in Body Language Mastery? Get into the webinars and talk about this, bro. We need to talk about this. And all you guys, just so you know, guys from the quarter one, Mr. Jackson, you joined us on the Body Language Mastery webinars, even though you're a body language student from quarter one. Guys, quarter one students, you have unlimited access to all of the webinars for the rest of the year. Quarter two, guys, you have access to quarter three webinars and quarter four webinars as well. And all quarter two webinars are being recorded and uploaded to a private server with all people who bought Body Language Mastery for quarter one and quarter two. You have access to this database for life, absolutely for free. So get in there. I mean, I'm not doing consultations until August 1st, but I mean, for literally the next 15 days, for 4 hours a day, I'm sitting down twice a day, 2 hour session with me and or some guest talking about all your questions and answers in regards to dating, sex, relationships, fitness, money, the whole 9 yards. So if you could get in. I sent out the email, check your email, download Zoom, set it up. It's working. Donovan Sharp has come through. Richard Cooper has come through. Ryan Stone has come through. Black Label Logic has come through. We've got all these top tier guys whose consultation, literally 1 hour with Rich Cooper, is $1,000, and he came in there and gave all this free hardcore business advice from an actual certified and verified millionaire, 100% for free. Charlie from Cultivate Crypto comes in there with his cryptocurrency expertise. He tells you what's going on with Bitcoin, what is a good cryptocurrency investment strategy, and he lets you just get a taste of what his consultations are like as well. Because Bitcoin has stabilized right now at $10,500, if not higher, even though the president of the United States told everybody not to buy it. If the president of the United States tells you to do something and the price of Bitcoin has not really taken too much of a hit, that is a huge, huge, huge indicator of where this market is going. Bitcoin dominance is at 66.6% as well. Good Lord, what a time to be alive. Hitting the gym after a year, sore as fuck. Good stuff, Barker, man. Prussia kid, purple belt, purple pill bad. Purple belt good, purple belt bad. I agree. Bruce Lee had strong neurons for sure, absolutely. Brady Nate says, for someone with no martial arts experience, what's the best class to pick up and defend yourself on the street? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai. Most MMA schools offer both. You go to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. If you want to do it simple, easy mode, you go to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu once a week and Muay Thai once a week. If you want to turn it up, you go to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu twice a week and Muay Thai twice a week, and literally you don't need to work out for the rest of the week. I mean, those are such high calorie burning, intense exercises that, you know, that alone will put you at like a negative 2,000 calorie deficit for the week on those alone. And that's like one full day eating if you're not overeating as it is. But as long as learning the competency, Braden, 100%. Go to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu twice a week, Muay Thai twice a week. That right there, you do that for a year, you whoop 90% of all human beings' asses. You'll beat the fuck out of them. Jamie says Askren was trying to go for that double leg and caught that beautiful knee. Yeah, that was wild. That was wild. Never go to the ground in a fight. Terrence Pop. I don't know about that. If I go to the ground in a fight, I'm winning. Space Coast. Yo, MLD says Charles Beatmaker. Hey, what's up, Neo? Where's Mr. Smith? He's in Poland. He's in Poland with diabetes Jesus. So anyways, Masvidal showed the world how to stop a double leg takedown. He did. That was perfectly timing. They trained that too. Jorge's on some new shit, man. I like Jorge. He's got some swagger about him. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Goodbye, British lady. So you guys, that's gonna do it. For the rest of you, if you want to book a consultation August 1st, you can start booking them. In the meantime, you want to send a donation, click on that link right there, streamlabs.com/Modern Life Dating Channel. Come August 1st, I'm going to determine when Body Language Mastery Quarter 3 enrollment will be. Sorry, it's $497 now. I wasn't fucking lying. I told you it was $297 in Quarter 1, $397 Quarter 2, Quarter 3. Sorry, it's $497, but you do get access to all the valuable resources that we have from here until the end of the year. Other than that, for you guys that are in Body Language Mastery now, I'm going to take a 15-minute break, and at it's at 10:20 a.m. we will start. At 10:20 Eastern Standard Time, I will fire out the Zoom link, and we will make it happen. Until then, get out there, make money, make muscles, learn game, keep being awesome, stay positive. Check out that book, The Magic of Thinking Big. And I will catch you tomorrow on the Tokyo Crypto Show, where me and Charlie from Cultivate Crypto will be talking about the government trying to stop Bitcoin and why it is the big, big Omega lol. Until then, see you guys next time. Peace!